this module, we will be discussing about Introduction to Human Geography, meaning and definitions of human geography, evolution of human geography, nature and scope of human geography, and branches of human geography. On completion of this lesson, you should be able to define what is human geography, understand the evolution of human geography, examine the nature of human geography, apart from understanding the various branches of human geography. The study of the interrelationship between people, place and environment, and how these vary spatially and temporally across and between locations, whereas the physical geography concentrates on spatial and environmental processes that shape the natural world and tends to draw on the natural and physical sciences for its scientific underpinnings and methods of investigation. Human geography concentrates on the spatial organization and processes shaping the lives and activities of people and their interactions with places and nature. Human geography is more allied with the social sciences and humanities, sharing their philosophical approaches and methods. Human geography consists of a number of subdisciplinary fields that focus on different elements of human activity and organization. For example, cultural geography, economic geography, health, historical, political, population, rural, social, transport and urban geography. So, what distinguishes human geography from other related disciplines such as economics, politics and sociology are the application of a set of core geographical concepts to the phenomena under investigation that include space, place and nature. These concepts foreground the notion that the world operates spatially and temporally, and that social relations do not operate independently of place and environment, but are thoroughly grounded in and through them. With respect to methods, human geography uses the full sweep of quantitative and qualitative methods from across the social sciences and humanities, mindful of using them to provide a thorough geographic analysis. It also places emphasis on fieldwork and mapping and has made a number of contributions to developing new methods and techniques, notably in the areas of spatial analysis, spatial statistics and GI science, that is geographical information system. The long term development of human geography has progressed in tandem with that of the discipline more generally. Since the quantitative revolution in the 1950s and 60s, the philosophy underpinning human geography research has diversified enormously. The 1970s saw the introduction of behavioral geography, radical geography and humanistic geography. These were followed in the 1980s by a turn to political economy, the development of feminist geography and the introduction of critical social theory underpinning the cultural turn. Together, these approaches formed the basis for the growth of critical geography and the introduction of postmodern and post-structural thinking into the discipline in the 1990s. These various developments did not fully replace the theoretical approaches developed in earlier periods, but rather led to further diversification of geographic thought. Human geography has been defined by different scholars at different times. The earlier scholars such as Aristotle, Buckle, Humboldt and Ritter emphasized on the impact of land upon the history, while modern scholars such as Rätzel and Semple focus mainly on the influence of physical environment on human activities. The general agreement is that human geography focuses largely on man and environment relationships. Some of the outstanding definitions given by various scholars are: the Dictionary of Human Geography defines human geography as a part of discipline of geography concerned with the spatial differentiation and organization of human activity, its relationship with physical environment. Human geography as the branch of geography dealing with how human activities affects or is influenced by the earth's surface. According to 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, human geography is the synthetic study of relationships between human societies and earth's surface. Semple, an American geographer, defined human geography as the study of changing relationship between the unresting man and the unstable earth. Whereas Blache, a French geographer, he said that human geography offers a new conception of the interrelationships between earth and man, a more synthetic knowledge of physical laws governing our earth and of the relationship between the living beings which inhabit it. According to 𝗳𝗏𝗔𝗧, it is the study of human groups and societies in their relationship to physical environment. Jean Brunhis, a French geographer, defined human geography as the study of evolution of retrogression and progression of human phenomena, which, like all terrestrial phenomena, never remain stationary. Huntington defined the human geography as the study of the relation of geographical environment to human activities. It is no doubt the foundations of geography as we know today were laid by the Greeks, which occurred more than 4000 years ago. Almost from the beginning of the development, geography was allied with philosophy in Greece. Greek philosophers began to philosophize about the natural phenomena that they observed. Those earlier discoveries were intended to map observed landscapes and spaces as explorers toured to new spaces. During the time, the civilizations of Egyptians, Chinese and Phoenicians were initiated to discover the spaces and regions within and outside their motherlands. Such earliest discoveries evidence arises from the archaeological discovery of a Babylonian clay tablet map which belongs to around 2300 BC. It is found from the studies that the earlier Greeks were the first civilizations to exercise a form of geography which was more than a meager map making. Greek scholars and philosophers showed their interest in learning the spatial nature of physical features and human made features found on the surface of the earth. Herodotus, a well known Greek philosopher and geographer and a historian, who described about human and physical geography of the different regions of the Persian Empire, and he also wrote several numbers of volumes on them. The actual development of human geography as a special branch of geographical study was awakened in the later half of the 19th century after the publications of Origin of Species by Charles Darwin in 1859. The notion that environment controls the course of human action was revived in the Western European in the 18th and 19th centuries through the works of Alexander van Humboldt's Cosmos, Carl Ritter's Erdkunde and 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧's Anthropogeography. The works of other great geographers like Vidal de la Blache, Jean Brunhis and 𝗳𝗏𝗔𝗧, E.C. Semple, Huntington, Griffith Taylor contributed to the development of human geography. We all are really and greatly indebted to the discoveries and researches of such great philosophers, scientists and geographers in their time. According to Chisholm, the modifications shaped in the discipline of human geography, the first phase, which is called the age of discovery during 1400 to 1800, the second phase, it is between 1800 to 1950, and it is third phase, it is called the period after 1950. Coming to the age, first stage, that age of discovery, that is 1400 to 1800 AD, This period is known as the period of exploration, discovery and conquest. During the 15th and 18th centuries, there has been a significant growth and development in geographic knowledge. For example, voyages of Vasco da Gama and Christopher Columbus in 1492. In fact, Chinese were the first in undertaking such voyages than European, both on land and sea routes. It is to be noted that almost all such voyages in this period were undertaken by several nation states in Western Europe because they know about immediate neighbor places, seashores and people. The Arabs, Greeks and Persians travelled across then known world and they tried to maintain all things they observed and experienced during the expeditions in the form of records. The evidences proved that the shores of Indian subcontinent had contacts with Middle East and southeastern parts of Asia. The expeditions from Europe towards east and west parts resulted to the developments of cartography, map making and surveying, including development of map projections. One thing we should note that as geography has evolved, the branches have continued to change in context while new fields have emerged that study emerging human problems. However, the works were more geographic discoveries and expeditions and systematic development of human geography has started in later half of the 18th century. Coming to the next period, that is the period between 1800 to 1950. During this period, the scope of geography started to expand. In the 18th century, based on the knowledge acquired through expeditions and voyages, various philosophers and scientists started to work on scientific writings in geography. The discipline of geography experienced sturdy growth in Europe and United States. As a result of this, the discipline of geography become more separate in the subject matter. There have been emerged several numbers of societies that are intended on issues related to geography. Geographers like Humboldt, Ritter, Rätzel laid the foundation of geography as a scientific branch of knowledge. They also made extensive contributions to human and physical geography. The period of Humboldt and Ritter was called as classical period of modern geography. The two schools of thought that emerged in this period, namely environmental determinism and possibilism, an effort to elucidate the relationship between man and his environment. The environmental determinism school of thought proponents such as Mackinder, Semple and Huntington believed that the impact of natural environment in shaping human beings and their actions and activities. Social Darwinism impacted the environmental determinism, which rationalizes the imperialism and racism on the basis of survival of the fittest. According to possibilism school of thought, human beings generate their opportunities by altering environment within the limitations set by nature. Blasch, who instigated the idea of possibilism, saw that environment as a limiting factor rather than as a deterministic force. Taylor started the idea of stop and go determinism or neo-determinism. Since human beings as active but having an approach to go ahead in tune with nature. Human actions and activities are supposed as traffic regulators, which can alter the nature with the help of technology, but with limitations set by nature, or watch the opportunities logically to move in the direction of friendly environment. Coming to the third period, that is the period after 1950. Until 1950s, there was a very slow pace of new development in human geography. Before this period, human geography was more of an art subject where facts were established by casual observation in the field rather than by careful measurement and hypothesis testing. The theoretical perspectives were what came to be known as environmental determinism and possibilism. In the 1950s, there was a new development in geography where Schaffer began a move to find out laws that explain general phenomena of geography, more particularly within the field of human geography. With the help of laws, there was a possibility to envisage what will happen. If we can foresee successfully, it would be easy to plan and control possible variations in the pattern and distribution of spatial human behavior. The spatial variation or chorology was the mostly studied knowledge in geography. In response to this and environmental determinism, quantitative revolution as another approach of human geography emerged in 1950s. In other words, the emphasis began to change to locational analysis and quantification of human spatial phenomena. Several geographers increasingly promoted the statistical techniques and mathematical models that are used to explain and predict the causal relationships in the geographical research and to synthesize data about human activities. The more emphasis on methodology and statistical techniques is with increasing help of computing machines like computers in this discipline, which is come to be known as the quantitative revolution in geography. It is termed as a revolution since it marked a new starting in the way the subject matter of geography was to be studied. In 1980s, human geography began receiving more exposed to philosophy of science, humanities and social sciences. Human geography began to show more emphasis on current issues such as socio-economic and political conditions across the world. This is because of emergence of new subject matters of geography such as geopolitics, development and underdevelopment, inequality and social justice, health, education, gender, etc. in the core background of physical environment, cultural landscape, space, place and scale. In the late 1980s, there are new developments in human geography, namely postmodern geography and postmodernism. Postmodern geography has started in the late 1980s, which reiterates the importance of space and place in research. Postmodern geography was started by Michael Deere, Edward Souza and David Harvey and others. There are a number of specialized branches of human geography arose and are still emerging into existence as distinct part of main trunk human geography. The ultimate nature of human geography is still a vexed question, and even present day human geographers take widely different views. The major thinkers from Hippocrates down to present day have always been defining the subject matter of human geography as the study of the relationships of human beings to his physical environment or the actions of natures on human and the reactions or the actions of human beings on nature. Spatial relationships are at the heart of geography. The people begin to understand their physical setting or environment and the forces of nature with passage of time. The main emphasis of human geography is the human world in terms of man-environment interactions, and its nature can be viewed as the following. Human geography is human ecology. In 1923, Burroughs, in association of American geographers, declared that geography is the science of human ecology, and the emphasis was the study of human ecology of particular areas. Organic conception of state of 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, sample and Huntington's environmental determinism, stop and go determinism of Taylor, Herbertson's regional concept and many other works to prove that human geography is human ecology. But this concept was criticized based on that principles of ecology do not apply on human societies with same magnitude as they apply on flora and fauna. Human geography is man-centered geography. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 in his work Anthropogeography pointed out that geography of man and his work could be put to systematic analysis as the elements of the non-human world. In the first volume, his emphasis was what manner humans' life upon earth is shaped by the physical environment and in the same time. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧's contemporaries also moved on studying human geography through analyzing activities of human beings and their cultures in relation to the natural environment, thus concentrating on man-centered geography. Proceeding this trend, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧's second volume was written from reverse perspective. Human geography is a social science. Human geography encompasses all those interests and topics of geography that are anyhow interrelated with man-made environments such as economic, social, cultural, political and historical analysis of several social matters of branches in this discipline. Accordingly, offering that human geography related to family of social sciences. Facts of human geography are related to terrestrial unity. The eminent human geographers such as 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, Blasch, Brunhes, Dimension and Huntington considered principles of terrestrial unity, that is all terrestrial phenomena like physical, cultural are interconnected and from the unique characteristics of land and human on the surface of the earth as fundamental unifying concept of human geography. Agriculture is impacted by natural factors such as climate, soil, economic, social and technological and industrial location factors like raw materials, energy resources, labor, markets, transportation, capital and technology, etc. Thus, at the end, cultural landscape is concrete expression of the interaction of human beings and environment, proving human geography is related to terrestrial unity. Human geography is a broad discipline encompassing numerous geographic subdisciplines or areas of study as it focuses on the study of patterns and processes molding the actions and activities of human beings on earth and its environment. The branches of established academic disciplines are defined more through the subject matter than by methodologies of them which delimits of boundaries of various disciplines difficult. The various branches of human geography include the following like the economic geography, social and cultural, political, population and settlement, historical, urban, tourism and humanistic geography. Let us now take a move to study the main branches of human geography. Now coming to first one, economic geography. It is the specialized branch of human geography that includes the study of location, distribution and spatial organization of economic activities by human beings on the earth. This branch mainly focuses the economic activities such as agriculture, industries, marketing, commerce, transportation, tourism, regional development and planning among others. Economic geography is a subfield of the geography discipline. Given the variety of approaches, economic geography has taken to various subject matters such as location of industries, economies of scale, transportation, international trade and development, real estate, ethnic economies, gendered economies, core periphery theory, the economics of urban form, the relationship between the environment and the economy of globalization. Thematically, economic geography encompasses number of sub branches like geography of resource, geography of agriculture, geography of international trade, geography of transport and communication, geography of industries, geography of marketing and commercial geography. Economic geographers and economists differ in many ways in their approaching methods in the similar economic problems. Coming to social and cultural geography, it is another specialized sub branch within human geography that examines cultural produces and norms and their changes across the relations to spaces and places. Its focus is largely on discourse and analyze the various ways in language, religion, economy, government and other cultural phenomena dynamic or static from place to place and describing how human beings function spatially. This branch again can be divided into social geography, cultural geography and gender geography. Coming to political geography, it is mainly concerned with the study of outcomes of political processes and the ways of political processes affected by spatial structures. Its main focus is on space from the angle of political events and studies boundaries, space relations between neighboring political units, delimitation of constituencies, election process and develops theoretical framework to understand the political behavior of people. Political geography sub-branches include geopolitics, electoral geography, strategic geography, military geography and geography of federalism, etc. Coming to population and settlement geography, this subfield focuses on the ways in which spatial variations in the distribution, composition, migration and growth of populations are related to the nature of places. The core issues in the study of population dynamics such as growth of population, density distribution of population, sex ratio, human migration, occupational structures, etc. The attributes of rural and urban settlements are subject matter of settlement geography. Coming to historical geography, the human, physical, fictional, theoretical and real geographers of the past time are studied in historical geography. Each and every religion on the earth has undergone historical experiences before reaching the status in present day. Even geographical landscapes undertaken various changes that need to be understood by time. Coming to the urban geography, the focus is on the study of urban areas with specific regards to spatial and relational aspects and theories. This branch also emphasizes the high concentration of constructions and infrastructure facilities in urban areas. These urban centers are associated with largely with economic activities and are in the secondary, tertiary and quaternary sector activities such as manufacturing, services like postal and banking, retail and commerce, etc. Coming to tourism geography, it is the subfield of human geography which deals the study of travel and its impact on places. Coming to the humanistic geography, it is a manner of approaching within the field of human geography that seeks to put humans at the center of geography. Humanistic geography refers to a wide ranging body of research emphasizing the importance of human experience and meaning in understanding the people's relationship with places and geographical environments. In the present module, you have studied about the definitions of human geography, which is a social science, says that it is the study about the actions and activities of human beings over dynamic earth surface and its environment. This discipline uses empirical evidence to describe human beings and environmental interactions. You have studied the evolution of human geography that has a long history from centuries to the present times. This discipline is diverse and vast in its scope since it encompasses various branches and sub-branches such as economic, political, historical, socio-cultural, urban and population geographies, etc. The study of human geography therefore helps us in better informed citizen able to study the vital issues facing by people and our nations. Human geography also contributes to find out the solutions for issues with the help of technological innovations.